Okay, so let's see. This is baby food. It's like I'm having. Come here. It's really nice. But, the fact that it is smashed.
It's like.
No. So I'm going to go with this.
She's like, no mash for me. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's meatless food. This is very vegan.
Strawberry on my lips and sugar fingertips.
Dear subscribers, you're probably wondering why I'm showing you around this beautiful house. Well, this is the story of how it all started. Sometime last year, I visited my confidence coach for the first time. Well, back then she wasn't my confidence coach yet. I was only getting to know her. So I met this lady, Lenora Biche, for the first time during my research class where she was the guest speaker. As this lady spoke to us, her energy, knowledge, wisdom, etc. blew my mind, and at that moment, I knew I had to reach out to this woman. Plus, she was a young Cameroonian lady rocking it through her life and living her dreams. I was swept off my feet and I just had to meet this woman. So I reached out to her on Instagram right after my class. We started talking and she invited me to come over to her place. So fascinated by her very lovely apartment, I just decided to take videos of her place. And when I tell you it was a day well spent, I mean it. I received 10 times the energy she exuded during our class.
It is indeed so like magic. It really is. Put this on the other side of the chair. Okay. I wanted to show you one last thing. Actually, not even the last thing.
And while she told me about her journey, I wondered to myself, wait, God, so my dreams can actually come true like this? You say, wow.
Just because I don't hear you in all of your YouTube videos, I hear the music, but I'm like, what did she say? It's almost like you're whispering. So added to the fact that I'm going to teach you how to speak more confidently, I'm handing you a microphone.
Yay.
That has a long cord enough for you to have your camera over there and still have it. Okay? So here.
Anyways, guys, you're welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by, and like the title already says, I'll be sharing some of the lessons I learned during the time I spent with Lenora.
Ooh, got me so in love with the summer days. Ooh, got me feeling dizzy from the summer haze.
So we had conversations about a lot of things. She told me about her work as a fashion stylist and confidence coach, her struggles, and how her faith in God had kept her going all this while, her journey as a student in Italy, and moments she was even homeless, etc., etc. It was a heartfelt conversation, and as she spoke, I was keen to listen to her advice and how she fought to become the person she is today. So guys, I'm just going to get straight into it and tell you guys the beautiful lessons I learned on that day. So the very first thing I learned was that we have to get rid of our fixed mindset. So basically, a fixed mindset is one that is not open to growth, new ideas, and new possibilities. It is not open to exploring what lies beyond the horizon. From my observation in my community, the fixed mindset is mostly common amongst people who think they or their parents, most times their parents have attained a certain level of financial stability that puts them in just a comfortable place. They have never had to struggle in their life. I mean, that type of in-depth kind of struggle, hardship. And so to them, there's no more to life other than going to school and being an obedient kid that fulfills all their parents' wishes so they can continue to enjoy the comfort they provide in their home. Well, this is not always the case, but it's just a personal observation, right? So they've never faced struggles that have challenged them to sort out a better life. I realized this is the mindset that's killing many young people's potential. Many people are too comfortable with their mediocre lifestyle and have no idea what greater opportunities lie beyond the horizon, and this has made them remain in the box they've known their entire life. Personally, I don't think the fixed mindset has helped anyone in this life. And this is, there's a misconception surrounding the growth mindset. The opposite of a fixed mindset is a growth mindset. Many people with a fixed mindset assume that a growth mindset entails compromising one's core values or beliefs, but this is a wrong and misconstrued mindset. The point is to explore your potential to its fullest capacity and get out of your comfort zone. There's much more God has created us to achieve in this life than just getting a degree or something. God designed some people to even inspire a nation, but because they are currently comfortable in the spot they find themselves, many who were meant to look up to them will lose their way. And so, guys, I think it is very important that we give away our fixed mindset and focus on growing, focus on having an open mind. And so, yeah. So what is this?
I'm about to
Let me
make
see.
guac. That's vinegar.
Okay, vinegar. White vinegar. Olive oil. Okay.
A little bit of salt.
Lime.
Yes, or lemon.
The second lesson I learned on that day was to be myself and be confident. Please, we all are different. Some are sassier than others, some are introverts just like myself, and others are a lot of stuff. It doesn't matter. This is where self-awareness and self-regulation comes into play. Take out time to know yourself every day and pray that God helps you see yourself the way He sees you too, because the world is really crazy and identity issue is a big problem nowadays. I swear, everybody is trying to figure out who they are, blah blah blah, and so it's just a lot. Many are lost, but I pray you won't be that person who will be lost and fitting into some other identity that isn't even theirs.
The tan lines, keep the free mind, yeah. Hey, 'cause we got the sunshine.
100 on 100, 100 on 100. I recommend totally. Totally.
Very good because it doesn't create scratches on the camera or on your glasses.
Yeah, and it doesn't make it blurry, because the one for the lenses, it makes it blurry, foggy somehow. Wow,
Yeah,
this
it
is
really changes. It really does.
I'm amazed. I should buy it. Let me
Stand
see.
amazed.
So it's called a microfiber cloth.
These microfiber cloths can tackle any task, scrub your kitchen sink, blah 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 blah, without worrying about scratching them. So I feel like microfiber cloths in general can be used for multiple things, but this one is mostly high performance and it's for gadgets. But if you look at the picture, this looks like the thing you literally use to clean. I have multiple of these.
So now once you've become self-aware, that is, you've identified your strengths and weaknesses, etc., you can now self-regulate, adjust what you ought to adjust, build on those traits and skills you have to build on. The growth mindset also comes to play here. People with fixed mindset often think they are right. They don't think it is important to sit back and evaluate their actions regardless of the circumstances. However, self-evaluation and regulation should be part of our day-to-day life. Very, very important, guys.
For the hot life, bring the right vibes and the tan lines, keep the free mind, yeah. Rose color on my cheeks, yeah. I feel so on feet. Forget who we are. Let's dance until dawn. Music on repeat. You can beat this feeling. Let's keep this going.
And so the third lesson I learned on that day, and I think it wasn't just a one-day thing, it was just the more I spent time with Lenora, I got to learn more of these things, and they got to be reinforced every single time in my life. And so the third lesson is, don't be afraid to charge your clients. In other words, know your worth and charge accordingly. This is more on the career and business side of things. As young people who just started understanding what industries and the workforce are like, we might feel intimidated and lack some confidence. That's true. But when you know what you're capable of delivering and you aim for the best, charge your clients with all boldness. Lenora truly challenged me on this one. Many people might underestimate you because you're young and might say you're too ambitious for your age, blah blah blah. This is very common in my Cameroonian community, where an auntie or uncle or parent is quick to assume that all young millionaires are probably ritualists or sleeping around. Sometimes it isn't the case, and one can clearly see it. Once you're aware of the value of the product or service you offer and you know that it is needed, charge confidently and do not budge except it is absolutely necessary. Now, once you're aware of the value you bring, you won't feel intimidated. This is why it is important to be the best at what you do. I'm not saying you should compete. I mean, aim to be the best, aim for excellence, as it's God's will for us, His children. Hate mediocrity and do not be found in a circle of mediocre mindset. If you do, with time, your association will stunt your growth. That's just the truth. And I'm sure you who is listening or watching this probably know these things. And so like I think this will just come as a reminder, right, that we should, mind our company, because there's this common thing that says you're the average of the 5 people you spend your time with, something like that. And so basically that's what this this point is about.
The only 2 things I need to survive in this life. Like
Mambo and Paleji.
Mambo.
Take a look at the
Mambo,
joy.
mambo,
The
mambo.
joy, the joy.
Some people jealous me. Some people jealous me.
Some people jealous me because of your
mambo. I will not mind them. I'll give them apologies.
Keep a free mind, yeah. Rose color on my cheeks, yeah.
Now this is the last but not the least lesson I learned. Do not I think this one is really, really important, and many people do not realize this. And so it is for us to not be afraid of money. This lesson for me came as a powerful one. It really hit me and so it blew my mind. And in fact, I felt so liberated after we spoke about this, because I hadn't realized I was afraid of money. In fact, it dawned on me that the first time that I was scared of money was when I had my first paid internship. To me, the money was so much, and I even started feeling guilty about my pay. That was really dumb, because I didn't even think of what I was offering to the company. Much to my dismay, to someone in some other part of the world, my pay was probably chicken change. But because of my mindset towards money, I felt that way. The truth is, our society and communities have a role to play in making us fear money. That's just the truth. And I have experienced this in, I would say I'm a living witness. In my circle of friends, for instance, the majority of us came from a place of struggle. It wasn't all this glamorous from the very start. We all have a story to tell, and it's not an easy one. And because we came from a place where we could only dream of experiencing a certain lifestyle, a place where we had to manage in order to have some for the next day, it gave us a certain negative attitude towards money and luxury. Sometimes you hear people making statements like, your parents can never afford to buy something that expensive. What makes you think you're right to buy such a thing or such things? It feels like people have associated money with a particular age. They feel they can't have some experiences until they attain a certain level or a certain age. People are so mediocre about the topic of money, and that's why they find themselves in mental and financial poverty. I even think mental poverty is the worst. Once your mind has been fixed in that way and you have this approach towards money, I don't think you'll ever be rich in your life. I've had people mock me for shopping in expensive places because they think I'm not old enough or rich enough to aspire to do such, which to me is very mediocre. It's a very mediocre way of thinking. the way I see life, I don't even consider myself my provider. I consider God my provider, and I wouldn't withhold myself from having certain experiences because my poor society says I'm not old enough. And please do not misunderstand me. I'm not saying we should mismanage our resources. No, we ought to be wise with the way we use our finances, the way we use our money. But in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is, do not have a selfish and broke mindset. Basically, I hope you understand it. It's white, it's majestic, it's glamorous. Are you seeing these pillars? It's like the White House, to be honest. So guys, like I was saying, I'm really mesmerized by this place. I could totally leave here, pack my bags. Maybe I should ask Lenora if I should move it. It's an amazing place. And okay guys, so it's been a lot. I've been saying so much, and I wish I could go on and on, but I don't have enough clips for this video, and I think it's so much talking for one video. But I hope that the little I've shared with you will help you rethink where you're currently at with your life. We still have our lives ahead of us, and we are still learning to become better people each day. So it's never too late to make the right decisions. Yeah, fashion. It's back in fashion. It's an amazing neighborhood, guys, full of amazing houses, rich looking houses, expensive, fancy kind of houses.
Fancy like that. Surround
For the
yourself
fancy
with riches,
yes, you
and
become.
it rubs off on you. It's the same psychology, like they say the number of, or the kind of friends you have around you, you're a combination of all of them.
Yeah.
The kind of houses you have around you,
Yeah.
you're a combination. But the thing is, when you surround yourself with the vibration of wealth, if you have that opportunity to, the kind of network that I see in this place is very different. The kind of air that I feel is it's just a very different vibe, right?
Yeah.
And I'm really grateful to God that I can afford it.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I had the chance to spend time with Lenora. She's truly someone I can relate to. She's young, ambitious, God-fearing, down-to-earth, and confident. All I've ever wanted in an elder sister and a mentor. On that note, if you're a young lady in Rwanda and would love to enroll in one of our programs, she's hosting one pretty soon, and this is your chance to boost your confidence. Just indicate your interest in the comment section, and we're going to go from there. The number of things I've gotten just by being with her for a few hours, and I'm just beginning to imagine, like, oh my gosh, implying that by the end of the time, which I hope is not going to come to an end, definitely not, I'm going to be like totally transformed, removed from where I am to some other. Wow.
My mission in life is that whoever I come across, whoever I put my magic touch on, at the end of it, they should just be like unrecognizable. I need you to come out of your shell. Right now, you're like a little butterfly, not a little caterpillar, still in your cocoon. By the time I'm done with you, hey, you'll be like,
wow.
everybody will be like, I don't know what happened to you, but like, I want to know what happened.
So guys, thank you so much. Yo, I've been talking now. I feel like I need to catch my breath. Let me take a deep breath. Okay, I'm back at it. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I've said a lot. Chai, I hope you didn't sleep through it all. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and give this video a thumbs up. Please. When you subscribe to my channel, when you give my video a thumbs up, we are growing, and it's just exciting to see how much the channel is growing and how much people are interacting with my content. And so please do give this video a thumbs up. Also, leave a comment in the comment section. It would be nice to know your thoughts on these issues. I'm really not perfect, and I hope to become better as I learn from others. The truth is, all of these lessons, they really changed my life, and I'm hoping that you do not feel attacked, but then you feel the need to change and become better. So thank you very much for watching this video, and have a nice one. Bye.